Mariners, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Now, for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Good morning, Mariner Nation. I'm Stefan.
And I'm Aubrey.
And you're watching Mariner TV. Today is Tuesday, September 19th.
September is Attendance Awareness Month. There is currently a competition going on between all middle schools for the best attendance. Whichever school has the highest attendance rate will win. Has graciously donated a free chicken sandwich card for every student at the winning school. Remember, it takes all of us to show up because attendance matters every day. We are currently in second place. Make sure to keep it up, Mariners. We have a short video to show you.
G'day. Nice of you to stop by the house and see what's going on. Nah, that's not him talking. You won't get him talking until way later in the day. He's been up half the night mucking around on that phone, and now he's like some kind of teenage zombie. The only thought going through that brain over there is, I'm too wrecked to go to school today. Wonder how I can get out of going.
Come on, Jimmy, come walk with me to school. You gotta come today.
Good luck, sis. I reckon he's too busy checking himself out in the mirror, thinking how deadly he looks. And that today's Monday, which means math class first up. And because he doesn't like maths, maybe wagging school is a better idea. But I reckon he's wrong about both of those things. Firstly, I'm way better looking than him. And he has to turn up to school every day, even if he's tired, and even if that means going to maths. Just imagine if Jimmy's favourite footy player just didn't bother turning up on the day he didn't feel like playing. Those players turn up every day, no matter what's going on or how hard the training seems.
Where's Jimmy? He's their best kicker. Looks like he didn't show up.
You turn up every day, Braz.
Well, he made it to school. Good on him. But what I'm worried about now is that while that teacher's talking about division, Jimmy's thinking about the fishing. Some of his mates are skipping out after lunch, and he thinks that might be a pretty good way to spend the hour. But just imagine if someone like a doctor just left whenever they felt like it because they had something else they'd rather do. Nice one, Jimmy. Monday at school turned out okay today in the end. Now make sure you get here tomorrow, and Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday too. Because every day counts at school.
SJA will be starting soon, with our first meeting taking place on September 21st. Our primary focus this year will be on school spirit and community service projects. We are open to anyone that wants to be involved, so if you were not elected in your first period class, please feel free to stop by Ms. Stagg's room for more information.
Are you looking for an inclusive and safe space to socialize, play games, or just hang out? Open Door Social Club is a new club being held on the first and third Tuesdays of every month. Meetings will be held in Mr. Thorpe's room D1. You must have arrived by 5:10 p.m. All students are welcome.
Charlotte County Public Schools District understands the importance of mental health and wellness amongst our families and students. Since September is National Suicide Prevention Month, Murdoch Middle wants to share some mental health resources. The district's mental health and wellness website has a lot of information and resources that can benefit our families. Please check it out. If you have any questions or are in need of services, please reach out to our school social worker, Miss Edwards.
Mariners, we have a home basketball game this Thursday at 5:30. Wear blue or a Mariner shirt to get in for free. Pizza will also be sold in the concession for $2. Come have a great time and support your boys and girls Mariner basketball teams.
Volleyball intramurals will begin next Monday, September 25th, October 19th. Intramurals will start right after school until 5:15 p.m. If you are planning on trying out for our school volleyball team, we strongly encourage you to attend volleyball intramurals. If you are interested, you must turn in the intramural form to participate. Please see Coach Strauss if you have any questions.
Do you want to help Florida's unique Everglades ecosystem? Are you ready to become an environmental citizen and take action to educate others on ways that we can have a positive impact on the Everglades? Then join Miss Reed and Miss Bruce for the new Everglades Champion Club. Here's a short video.
Last but certainly not least, a short hop to the south to Everglades National Park. This is the largest national park in Florida and the third largest in the lower 48 states, behind Death Valley and Yellowstone. Almost 2,500 square miles, it was dedicated by President Harry S. Truman in 1947. This is the largest subtropical wetland ecosystem in North America. The largest wilderness east of the Mississippi is home to over 350 bird species, 7 of which are on the threatened or endangered list. More than 40 mammals, including raccoons, possums, rabbits, squirrels, deer, fox, the Florida panther, bobcats, black bear, and the West Indian manatee, bottlenose dolphins, and many others. Over 50 reptiles, including the American alligator and crocodile. The Everglades, incidentally, is the only place in the world cohabited by both. There are 300 species of fresh and saltwater fish, several of which are popular with local anglers. This magnificent wilderness is about half the size it was in the 1800s. A combination of misguided management, an attempt to drain the swamp, as it was sometimes called, to plant sugarcane, a dike built around Lake Okeechobee, which cut off water to the Everglades, were just some of the culprits. Everglades National Park was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. Today, water flow into the Everglades is managed by a combination of man-made control points to better manage what is often referred to as the heartbeat of the Everglades, cycles of drought and rain. Over 1 million visit the park each year, and that's not counting those who enter from the 500,000 acres of surrounding water. The Everglades is comprised of 2 freshwater sloughs. The largest, Shark River Slough, flows into the Shark River, then into the Gulf of Mexico. Taylor Slough, much smaller, flows into Florida Bay. These sloughs channel water through the Everglades, where a vast combination of ecosystems come together in support of bird, mammal, reptile, and marine life. The sawgrass prairie, so named for the sharp-toothed saw-like edge of the native grass here, is punctuated by hardwood islands, or hammocks as they are called, which are densely wooded high spots in the Everglade topography. This is where Native Americans settled Surrounding dense growth protected the islands from the wind, the dense canopy above from the sun, which keep these hammocks a few degrees cooler. For the sawgrass prairie, fire is important to its continued health and renewal. As a result, if there aren't sufficient fire events during the year, prescribed burns are necessary. The hardwood hammocks are protected from serious damage from fire by the thick outer circle of dense brush, which burns, protecting the interior hardwoods. There are 4 species of mangrove in Everglades National Park: red, white, black, and buttonwood. The predominant mangrove is the red species, which thrives in the harsh environment of tidal water. Root spread, or walk, which secures this hardy species to its foundation. These are called prop roots, and they have special lenticels, which actually provide air to their submerged root system. In black mangroves, the air intakes are called pneumatophores, small tubes that grow up just above the water level. Mangrove root systems provide protection to young fish until they're ready to venture forth into the larger water. This is a rich incubator and nursery for a huge variety of marine life like glass shrimp, crabs, and tiny fishes. This is the largest contiguous stand of mangrove in this hemisphere, the first defense line to protect against the fierce winds and storm surge of the hurricanes which frequently visit coastal environments. At Flamingo, tour boats are based on both sides of a water protection dike which keeps saltwater surges from the backcountry freshwater. There are regular tours that originate here out into Florida Bay. This is also a very popular sea kayak destination throughout the season. On the freshwater side, another tour boat into the backcountry.
Today for lunch, we will be having soft tacos with meat and cheese. And tomorrow we will be having grilled cheese sandwiches. Mariners, don't forget to fuel up with both breakfast and lunch at Champs Cafe. Both breakfast and lunch are free to all students on campus.
Teachers, at this time, please check for dress code and ID badges and send any students to the office that have been dress coded. Students, at this time, please make sure your phones and any smart devices are powered off and placed away in your backpacks. That's all for this edition of Mariner TV, your Mariner news station. I'm Stefan.
And I'm Aubrey.
And Mariners, remember,
Life's storm proves the strength of our anchor. You're the captain of your ship and the master of your fate.